Oh my god. Why did I think it was a good idea to not sleep at all last night? Uh I even planned on sleeping early too. I specifically left what I specifically left someone's stream because I was like, "Oh, I got to wake up early for this." But nah, I didn't sleep because I'm an idiot. I don't know why. Uh Before we get started, I probably should throw out a disclaimer. I don't know anything about SNK. Like, I know a bunch of Terry memes because I did research on it. Aside from that, though, really not much else. Uh, I know they make games and stuff. Oh man, I'm so tired. I cannot think straight right now. I'm probably going to. I'm a little concerned about what's going to happen with the me costumes because yeah, I can't even think straight right now, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, me costumes are definitely going to be a thing. Can't wait for that. I'm curious what kind of announcements they're going to make about it since 45 minutes is a lot to get through. If there's any issues, by the way, with the stream, I apologize ahead of time. I will try to edit where necessary. Uh, I'm probably going to pass out immediately after the stream, unless I get really hyped from whatever gets shown off today. Probably not, though. Offhand, can I just say, though, it's kind of hilarious how this Terry image right here is improperly set up because, like, his hair, like, if you look between his, at where his hands, to the right of his hand, it's not blue. They didn't really properly make one, did they? They did not. Oh, it started now. Here we go. Well, oh, what? No, it didn't start. Nope. Never mind. Now it's starting. Okay, Sakurai. What you? No, it's not starting. What? Stop teasing us! What the hell's going on right now? Okay, there we go. Now it's gone.
Hello everyone, this is Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game was recently honored with 5 awards at this year's Japan Game Awards.
Nice! Didn't he get like an award for like most
It's received a great many awards on top of that as well.
You're welcome, Kudan!
Each award is very meaningful to me, so I would like to take the opportunity to extend my thanks to all those who have voted and to all those who have supported us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Sakurai.
Without
I'm
further
always
ado,
happy to
let's begin the
support
presentation.
Smash and you.
First, we'll start with what the Neo Geo is.
So the fuck is Neo
It refers to
Geo?
a 1990 video game console for use
I like
in
he's not
arcades
even
and
bothering to
at home,
explain
as
what
well as to the name of the system
what Fatal
itself.
Fury is. He has to explain what
In
Neo Geo
1990,
is
the
first.
equivalent to the Super NES had only just released in Japan, so if you wanted to play arcade games at home before then, the only option was to play the less polished ports on the Nintendo Entertainment System. However, with the Neo Geo system, you could play the arcade versions of games at home
Wow, he
with
even
no
admitted
drop
that
in
the
quality.
Super Nintendo
1990
versions were
was
less
right around
quality.
the year that I started working for a game company. Back then, Japan had rental services for arcade games. In other words, you could go to a rental store, rent an arcade game, take it home, and play it. After that, they were sold for home use, but a single game would cost about 30,000 yen. That's expensive.
300
But if you
freaking
think about
dollars?
it,
Jesus.
compared to playing a game in the arcade 300 times at 100 yen per play, you're getting your money's worth. At the time, some people actually thought this was cheap. I mean,
I don't know,
there
people
really are
still pay a
people
lot
who
of money
played
for fight
games in the Super
sticks.
Smash Bros. Series 1,000 or even 10,000 times. Anyway, the MVS, as it was called then, was sold in various places, and for an arcade machine, it wasn't all that expensive. You could also get them on lease. That's why you'd end up seeing lots of candy stores having a Metal Slug cabinet. The home version of the Neo Geo came with this controller. Can you see?
So that's why he had
It
it,
has
with
4
him.
buttons. And this is the actual console itself.
I wonder if these
Here's
are
the set
actually his
button, and
personal
you slot in the big game
owned, Neo Geo systems.
This is
Or
the
did
Neo Geo.
he get them
Just kidding.
from SNK themselves?
Actually, this is the Neo Geo X, the portable version that was released afterward.
Huh.
You could also insert it into this docking station and play it as a home console. Beat Nintendo Switch to it. A portable, multi-purpose console. Updated iterations of past systems are emblematic of the Neo Geo. Next,
Okay,
let's talk
now
about
we
what
are
Fatal
getting
Fury
into
is.
the game.
It released in 1991, the same year as Street Fighter II. But this one came later.
I wonder all of the music that's playing right now is actually going to be
It
the
launched
DLC
after Street
songs
Fighter
for
II.
Terry.
Like many of the other fighters, Fatal Fury was often regarded as a title that was developed to capitalize on the popularity of Street Fighter II, but that's not really the case.
To be fair, isn't Dan Hibiki
Actually,
like
both
a
Street
parody
Fighter
of
2
SNK
and Fatal Fury
characters?
were developed using the original Street Fighter as a foundation. In fact, the development of Fatal Fury was started by one of the planners of Street Fighter. Did I just hear you say wow?
Wow.
This one is also a multiplayer-focused fighting game. In the story, someone named Jeff Bogard is killed by Geese Howard. Geese Howard starts up a fighting tournament in Southtown, which he runs. To avenge his father's death, Terry enters the tournament, which is known as King of Fighters. I mentioned the term King of Fighters, something you may have heard before. Yes, there's actually a popular series called The King of Fighters, and that series was named after the fighting tournament within the world of Fatal Fury. And Terry Bogard, who is the protagonist of Fatal Fury, also appears in all the games in the King of Fighters series as one of the main characters.
I can't believe Sakurai is doing Proton John's
If you want to play
job.
a game from either of the Fatal Fury series or the King of Fighters series, many of them are available now on Nintendo Switch as part of the Arcade Archive series.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a bunch
You
of,
may not know which one to play first, but my recommendations from the
SNK
Fatal
games
Fury
on
series
Switch.
would be Fatal Fury Special. From the King of Fighters series, my recommendation would be the King of Fighters 95.
I think
But if
Nick
you want to
actually
play a fighting
played
game with all
Fatal
sorts
Fury
of
Special.
strategic elements, then I recommend the King of Fighters 98. Next, I'll give you some
Sakurai
insight
showing
on Terry
off his
Bogard.
fighting game
Actually,
nerddom.
this video was recorded about 1 month prior to its release. That's because we need to translate and edit videos like this one, and that takes time.
Okay, so this was a month
The
ago.
game footage you see here is not from the final production ROM, so please understand that there may be some elements that differ from the final game. Since we have the opportunity, I want to talk about Terry using a lot of SNK lingo, meaning in this discussion
Oh
the
my
younger
God.
generations may feel a little out of the loop.
He's gonna be dropping all the
But there's
all of the
nothing to worry about.
terminology.
When we released the original Nintendo 64 version of Super Smash Bros., I was often asked, who is Samus? Whether or not the character is fun to play as is more important than whether the character is new or old, or whether the character is recognizable to everyone. I want to make sure I present Terry to you in such a way that you can fully understand his appeal. So thank you. Okay, let's begin.
Alright, let's see Terry.
This is Terry Bogard in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He's still wearing an outfit that reflects the era of his original game, but we did our best to make him look cool in a variety of
He
ways.
still looks like a more beefy
When he
Pokemon
stands next to
trainer.
Ryu, it almost makes you wonder, is this really a Super Smash Bros. Game? Doesn't it?
This does
Just
not
like
look
Ryu,
like a
when you're
Smash
playing
game
one-on-one,
anymore.
he'll
I
face
love
the
it.
opponent. Actually, he always looks in the opponent's direction. Even if you move him to a location
Okay, so he's
behind
like
the opponent,
Ryu
he'll
and
quickly
Ken
turn
in that
around,
regard
always
as well.
keeping his focus on the opponent. Let's talk about his moves. His neutral attacks are jab, body blow, and high kick. Each move is something familiar from the Fatal Fury series. And his dash is power charge. This is a
No,
move
they
you can
confirmed
use
they're
in
not
Real Bout,
announcing
Fatal
anything.
Fury Special, and others. In the original series, it was one of his special moves. His tilt attacks are middle kick, rising upper, and under kick. Compared to Ryu, his attack speed is slower. This is to match his original series. Now for smash attacks. First up, backspin kick.
Ooh, that's a far-reaching.
This
F
smash attack is the equivalent to his strong attack, but the motion is even cooler than in his original series. Next, wild upper and slide kick. Both are from the original series. Then his midair moves. Jump, then chop.
Oh my god,
Jump,
his
then
chop
kick.
and mitt for neutral are
Jump,
silly.
then backward kick. And then somersault kick. However,
Ooh, that's
this
a nice
somersault
up air,
kick was not included in the original series.
They
But
had to
we
make
needed a
one
move
up.
to attack
Okay,
up.
that's fair.
So we created a new move. Also, jump and then karate.
Oh, that kind of reminds me
For a
of
down air
Ryu's dare, actually. It might be a
If you
spike.
successfully pull off a down air, it's possible to attack with
Yeah,
a
and it's
meteor
a lot
effect,
like
as you
Ryu's
can see
down
here.
air, actually.
It's basically like Ryu's.
Yeah, even Sakurai
Next, I'll
said
cover
it.
his throws. His forward throw is his familiar Buster throw. His back throw is also Buster throw. And his down throw is neck breaker drop.
Oh, that's sick. I love the animations.
In fact, he used it in the game Fatal Fury Wild Ambition. I miss playing that game on Hyper Neo Geo 64.
Sakurai being nostalgic.
And then his up throw is grasping upper. This sort of dodge attack can be performed after a spot dodge. I mentioned dodge attack, and this actually does exist.
Wait, what?
During a spot dodge, immediately press the button to counterattack.
Oh, yeah, I know about that. That's actually a thing that all the characters can do. That
During a
not
dodge
many
attack,
people know
your
about
upper
that, but that
body
is a
becomes
thing.
invincible, so this kind of move gives you the advantage when you counterattack. Now for his special attacks.
God, all these Fatal Fury.
His neutral
Fatal
special,
Fury songs,
with just
though.
the B button, is Power Wave. Depending on how long you press the button, you'll use one of two types of special attacks, weak and strong. This one is weak and kinda slow, and this one is strong. Fast, isn't it? For Ryu, in his original game, you used 3 buttons, so there were weak, medium, and strong attacks. For Terry Bogard, you could use 4 buttons in his original game, but there were only 2 buttons for punch, so that's why he only has 2 attack levels, weak and strong. This rule applies to all of his special attacks, so please keep that in mind. By the way, the attack Power Wave is a move that shoots energy along the ground.
Interesting,
But
so
how
he
does it
doesn't
look
have
in the air?
inputs?
In his original game, you couldn't use this move in the air. This is how it looks now. As of the King of Fighters 96, the
Yeah, well,
Power
that
Wave
makes a lot of
ability
sense,
had a
though.
shorter range, so we've recreated that version of the move. It's a useful move in midair and helps keep opponents in check. Next, we have a special performed while holding in the direction of your opponent, Burning Knuckle. This move also has a weak and strong version, as well as a command input.
Oh, there
Like
is
the
a command
Hadouken
input.
command input from Street Fighter 2, you perform this command using the directional inputs, down to the side in the direction of your opponent, and then
okay,
press
that's
the button.
okay. Never mind.
Doing
that.
so makes the move a bit stronger.
That's pretty sick.
This means that Burning Knuckle has 4 variations. Weak without command input, and strong without command input. Weak with command input, and strong with command input. The strong version using the command input is of course the most
So
powerful.
everybody's just
You'll
going to have
hear
to
a
do
noise
the
when you
command
input the
input.
command. And if you've succeeded, You might also notice some green mixed in with
That
the
is
flames.
so awesome looking.
It may be slight, but there is a
Terry's got
difference.
some amazing effects to him.
A strong version with the command input really is strong, even capable of KOing
Ooh,
opponents.
that actually will be really good
It can
for
be
some
blocked,
stages.
however, so be on the lookout for that. In such a case, you'll be left wide open. And this is a first for the Super Smash Bros. Series, but the side specials are split into two versions, a back special and a front special. That means there's one more side special than usual, Crack Shoot.
What?
This is a familiar
Oh
move from
my
his original
god,
game.
he has an extra side
also a command
special.
input version.
What the fuck?
It's performed by using the directional buttons down to the back,
Oh,
followed
that's
by the
sick.
A or B button.
That's so cool. I
The
love
command
that.
version can launch your opponent quite a bit further. It creates a bit of an arc, so it can be used as an anti-air attack when your opponents try to hit you.
Oh
At
man,
close range,
Terry's going to
if
be
you
so
happen to be
fun.
blocked by a shield, it's hard to be counter-attacked because you'll pass through them. There's something I want you to remember.
Crack shoot to burning knuckle KO combo. That'd be sick.
When you do a crack shoot off screen, this is how it will look.
Oh, crack shoot puts you into
Terry
free fall.
swings with his whole body when using burning knuckle and crack shoot, so it can
Oh,
be
never
hard
mind.
to recover.
Crack shoot doesn't actually knock him off. Never mind.
However, if you keep pressing backwards without inputting commands, you should be able to initiate crack shoot in the direction you're trying to recover. Let me show you one more time. Do this, then continue to press backward. And then you can recover. If you press too quickly or input some commands, you'll fly right off the stage, so be careful.
Okay, so basically, good tips
And
on
this
how
is his
to
up
not
special,
kill yourself.
Rising Tackle. It also has weak and strong versions, each with differing heights.
Oh, I wonder if you can catch someone from the ground like that.
And did you notice that if you hold down briefly to charge, your whole body glows a little? In this case, your whole body will be invincible at the start. Either way, your legs will be invincible. Here's an example of this invincibility in action. With the standard Rising Tackle, I got completely wiped out when I threw myself at them. But with Rising Tackle's charged command version, you can't be hit at this moment.
Oh, he
You
has.
come out on top.
So he has invincibility. Interesting.
You can of course use Rising Tackle as a recovery as well.
I feel like Terry's going to be really hard
Even
to
after
recover
using
with if you're
Burning
not
Knuckle or
careful.
Crack Shoot, you can still use Rising Tackle. This is also very helpful when you're trying to recover, so please keep that in mind. His down special is Power Dunk, an attack that rises and descends. This side, down, diagonally down command input is also known as the Shoryuken command. If you
Okay,
can pull
so
it
it's
off,
basically
you'll be
a
invincible
Shoryu
at the start of the
input.
move. Also, you can hear a sound when it connects, but it might be tough to make
Sound
out.
effects for his moves are so good.
Now, let's talk about canceling specials.
You can cancel
I'd
special
really like
moves.
you
Not
to
even
keep this
Ryu
in
and Ken
mind.
can cancel specials.
First, if you use a special after attacking with a standard attack, the special won't come out until the move animation has finished. That makes sense, right? But here's what happens if you cancel out of it. At this moment here, if you've successfully entered a special command input, the rest of the animation will be cancelled, allowing you to attack again
Oh, okay,
immediately.
that's what he means by canceled special move.
I'll do that
Basically, yeah, Ryu and Ken
Throw
can
out a
actually do
kick
the
like
same
normal.
thing with their specials too. They can cancel their
And
normal
once your
moves
leg
and
extends,
specials.
you'll perform the move.
I thought he meant like literally canceling special moves.
Set it up so that when you attack, you can go straight into a special. This will increase your offensive options. Please try this out. For example, neutral attack 1, 2, and power down. This is a bread and butter combo. Aside from that,
Oh
You
geez,
can also get
Terry's
Terry
going
to
to be
fly
a
out and
lot
attack
of
in an
fun
M
for
shape.
combo
In
players.
his original
I'm not
game,
one of
you
those
could only
players,
cancel
but it's
attacks on
very
the ground.
interesting.
But in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's possible to cancel aerial moves.
Oh, okay.
The types of aerial attacks that you can cancel are limited to things like neutral air attacks or down air attacks. But I think it would be wise to use these combos to expand your offensive options. And at last, the final
there's
smash.
a geese theme. There
His
you
final
go,
smash
Storm.
begins with Triple Geyser.
Does he have more
Terry
than
will
one
shoot
final
3
smash?
geysers straight forward.
Please tell me he has more than one final smash.
However, if you think that's all, you're very mistaken.
Oh my god! That's sick!
As you can see, if Triple Geyser connects, you'll follow up with Power Dunk and Buster Wolf.
Oh my god!
3 moves in
Bust
one.
the wolf!
It's a visually striking combo. You may be wondering what happened to his original super special moves. Yes, they're here too. With the usual rules, when Terry's damage meter rises up to 100% or higher, and in stamina mode, when his overall HP drops to 30% or less, you'll
It's
see
go
this
mode!
go icon at the bottom of the screen. At this point, if you enter this specific command, you can initiate the Power Geyser as you see here. The command input is, if I borrow the way it's said in the original game, down, angle down, side, angle down, forward. Well, it's a bit complicated. Downward, then backward, then forward. You see?
Oh my god, I love it.
It
He
is an
functionally
action
has a
game after all,
final
so you get to
smash
control
as
the
a
direction of your punch,
last
be it
ditch
right
effort
or left.
command. It's so good.
In that case, no matter which direction you're going for,
Yes!
you swap the right input and left input.
Yes! Yes!
It's like this.
Yes!
Downward, then backward, then
This
forward.
is amazing.
Or down, and then the opposite direction, if that's forward. And then there's his other super special move,
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf.
He can do Buster Wolf outside of
You
his
can
final
initiate this one by
smash!
repeating the Hadouken command input twice. Down to side, then down to side
Oh
again.
my god, Terry is insane!
It can be rather difficult to pull off moves using the original game's command inputs, but you can also use simplified command inputs. In the
Oh?
case of Power Geyser, remember this: down, side, down, forward. As long as you input the command downward to the side, to the back, downward again, and then forward, you should be fine. In the case of Buster Wolf, it's simply down, side, side. That should be easier to remember. Even though the command input is complex, it can still be blocked with ease. Since these moves can only be used when Terry has taken a lot of damage, you'll be in even more danger if your opponent blocks.
This is so good.
So they're high risk and high return. Please save them for when you really need to make a last-ditch effort. You can use it again and again, but be careful. Your opponent may be able to predict your move and take action.
So you gotta combo into
Essentially,
them.
it's best to use it when it's least expected. Or to
Yes,
cancel
like
out of a
that!
combo,
Canceling
like
it from
this.
from a freaking jab even! Oh my god!
For the taunts, I decided to match his original game.
Please tell me
His
he throws
up
his
taunt
hat.
is "Hey, come on," from the King of Fighters series. His down taunt spins his hat like in the real
Throw
bout
his
scene,
hat! Throw his hat!
and his side taunt is "Stand Up" from Gutto, Mark of the
Whatever,
Wolves.
good enough. Those are good.
I've demonstrated him using various special moves in the game so far, and you can hear his voice.
God, I'm so glad they
Like
kept
that.
his English voice. It's so
We've
good.
incorporated both his longer remarks, like Power Wave, from older titles, and his shorter remarks, like Rock You, from newer titles. And here are his color variations.
Ooh.
There's a good variety of colors available from across the series, and the cap design is slightly different in each version.
One's Neo Geo.
They're based on his original games, and we've also included some from the King of Fighters 14 and the anime series.
Even the anime series. Wow. Okay, he throws his hat in
Sometimes pulls out
victory.
his
I
cap
accept
too.
this.
For example, it happens during his victory pose. His cap also blows away when he is defeated in stamina mode. The stage is called King of Fighters Stadium. It looks like one hardcore fighting coliseum. The text above the Jumbotron reads, King of Fighters, without the. When we talk about a game title, we need the up front, but the name of the tournament in the game's story is just King of Fighters. This is a very unique stage, and it follows some rules that haven't existed in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate before.
Really?
First, the edge is walled off.
No way!
In the Super Smash Bros. Series, you need to launch opponents off the stage.
This is an actual fighting game arena!
Here, however,
Holy
the more
shit!
damage the fighter has accumulated, the more the wall
This is a straight up fighting game arena! That's awesome!
Eventually, fighters will break right through the wall.
That's so awesome! I love
There are
that!
fireworks in the background.
That's really,
Basically,
really
this special
cool.
feature allows you to KO an opponent only after they've accumulated enough damage.
That's so cool.
That way, you can enjoy the battle more like you would in a traditional fighting game.
Dude, this is for the freaking Street
When you're
Fighter
close to the
versus SNK fights.
It's possible to be KO'd even when your damage is low. It's just like in regular stages. In the Real Bout Fatal Fury series, there was a feature in which the walls could be destroyed and players could suffer a ring out when they hit the wall. This isn't exactly the same, but we made it kind of similar to that. We hope you'll enjoy playing at this stage with all its special rules.
That's very cool. I like this stage. Are you okay?
By the way, there are guest characters in the background, right? Since we have the opportunity, I'd like to introduce them to you. First up, Andy Bogard. He's the adoptive brother of Terry Bogard. Both of them
I'm sure
were
Geese is going
adopted
to
from an
show up.
orphanage and raised by
And
Jeff
Kyo was
Bogard.
already on screen.
However, while Terry's teacher was Jeff Bogard, Andy studied under Mai Shiranui's father. He uses the Koppoken fighting style. Joe Higashi. He's one of the three main characters from earlier games in the Fatal Fury series. He's the only one that doesn't have any connection to Geese Howard. He's a Muay Thai champion. Kung Fu Ru. He's the master of the Holy Fist of 8 Ways, and he also trained Jeff Bogard. He can enlarge his body as well. Billy Kane. He's been
Oh my
in many
god,
Fatal
are
Fury
they
games
actually
since
showing
the
off
first
all
one,
the SNK
and he's the right-hand man
characters?
of Geese Howard. While he appears in the first game, his costume is based on his appearances in King of Fighters 97 onwards. You can't really see his back, but the no smoking symbol is definitely there. Geese
Hey,
Howard.
there's Geese.
He's the big boss of Southtown. And he's the rival of Terry Bogard. Falling off of buildings is his thing.
Falling off buildings is his
Rock
thing.
His first appearance was Garo, Mark of the Wolves. He's the son of Geese Howard, and Terry actually raised him. That means his appearance in this game at this age with that look doesn't really jive with the timeline, but Smash is kind of like that to begin with, right? Kim Kapwan. He uses Taekwondo and considers himself a fighter for justice. His Ho'okyaku is very famous. Ryuji Yamazaki. His first appearance was in Fatal Fury 3, and he's a criminal known as Dark Broker. He's very selfish and sadistic. Blue Mary. Her first appearance was in Fatal Fury 3 too. She
He
uses
modeled
combat sample,
every
and
single
she's a
one
good
of these
drinking buddy with Terry.
characters. That's so great.
Those were the characters from the Fatal Fury series, but from here on, let me introduce characters from other series. Athena Asamiya. She's a Psycho Soldier. Psycho Soldier is a memorable game released around 1986, and it was the first title to feature a fully
They really
voiced
are
theme
putting
song
in all
in
the
game.
SNK characters.
This
This
epic
is
song was also
amazing.
remixed for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it was recorded in both Japanese and English. Music start. Kyo Kusanagi. He's the protagonist of the King of Fighters series, and he uses the ancient martial arts Kusanagi-ryu. Speaking of the protagonist, there are differences depending on which version you're talking about, like Orochi and Nest. Anyway, he is forever a school kid. Iori Yagami. Originally, he was introduced as Kyo Kusanagi's rival, but when I first saw this character in the game at the time, due to his look and attitude, I thought, whoever created this character must be a genius.
Sakurai.
Goro Daimon. He's a judo gold medalist belonging to the Japanese team, and he likes to throw his opponents. Chang Hohen and Choi Bonge. One is an escaped convict, and the other is a slasher.
That dude.
They are currently undergoing rehabilitation under the previously mentioned Kim Kapwan,
Why does he look like Freddy
Ralph
Krueger?
Jones, and Clark Still. Originally, they were main characters in the Ikari Warriors series before Neo Geo.
Mai might be a
appeared as
little
guests in the
too
Metal Slug
risque
series,
for
too.
this game.
Ryo Sakazaki, the protagonist of Art of Fighting. The original Art of Fighting was released just before Fatal Fury 2. That means it was the first game to implement a true super special move. How could I not include him? King. Her first appearance was in Art of Fighting, and she's a bouncer and bodyguard. She is a beautiful woman with an androgynous sense of style. Next, Yuri Sakazaki. She was kidnapped in the first Art of Fighting game, but after that, she trained hard and mastered Kyokugen Karate in just 1 year. In other words, she's a genius. So, as you can see, we've included many characters, a total of 20 characters. You know, it's very cumbersome. I mean, it takes a lot of time. But so many people love each and every one of these characters, even outside the confines of their individual series, so we simply had to do our best by them.
You did good,
By the way,
Sakurai.
you may have noticed that a very important character from the Fatal Fury series was not included. Yes, Mai Shiranui.
Oh!
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is for good boys and girls of many different ages, so we decided not to feature her. Please
See,
forgive us.
even Sakurai knows why.
Also, my music features a variety of tracks, and the music that plays affects which special guests will appear. For example, there's a track called Pasta, and when the music is playing, Andy Bogard will always appear. I hope you look forward to that as well.
Let's see him in action.
Okay, I'm done providing information, so now let's jump into some actual battles. This
Ooh,
time,
he's
I'm
actually
going to play
taking
the
us to
Terry
classic
route,
mode
classic
this time.
mode.
That's cool. I
On
wonder
top
what
of
his
that,
classic
I want
mode
to
is
try
going to be
and
like.
hit the
Is
highest
it going to be
intensity
like?
level. Let's see if I can get all the way up to intensity 9.9. Honestly, playing the game in extreme difficulty while doing commentary is extremely hard.
Dude, welcome to my life as a streamer.
One or the other is doable, but doing both at once forces me to divide my attention. But that means I should do my best at both. I'll do my best. First, this route is named the King of Smash.
Ooh.
3 characters
Oh, they're
who
all
have some
stamina
sort of
mode,
connection
too.
will appear as a set, a challenge that looks somehow familiar. Okay, the first intensity level is 5.0, so I should be fine. All battles in Terry's route are stamina battles. This stage's special KO rule that I talked about earlier isn't the best match for stamina rules, but oh well. On his route, a lot of stages feel like they're from a traditional fighting game.
Jesus. Sakurai, stop comboing everyone to death.
Okay, I did it anyway.
Do you want to learn how to do a fucking infinite?
Of course, even in this mode, it's not impossible for me to try for a KO, but normally it'll be over before that. There. Done. Looks like he's saying, give me something. Next, round 2. It's the Legend of Zelda team. Just because characters are in a team because of their similarities, that doesn't mean that they have to be from the same game. This is Let's Go to Seoul, Kim Kapwan's team. And I've got it set up so that we don't move from the bottom of Prison Tower.
Oh, wow. That's actually...
It would be easiest to simply knock him off the screen, but I'm not going to do that, because it's not as fun to watch.
Yeah, Sakurai is a real showman.
Oops, I knocked him off. Over here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Isn't like,
blow.
isn't that
Wanna do
the
it?
team setup for King of Fighters, if I'm not wrong?
Alright. The boomerang's not coming back. And I can't go to the edge. Oh no!
Sakurai! Sakurai!
Turned.
Oh my god, if he got back thrown off the stage, that would have been so bad.
Cancelled it. He wears his cap backward when he does a power dunk. Now you could call this the giant stage. All the giants are lined up. Of course, the music track is Taku and Kitebi. Of course, he says.
Oh my god,
You might
Terry
wonder
looks
who
so
Taku
much
and
fun to
Kitebi
play,
are.
guys.
But it seems like it means Tanaka and Kitamura. This track is from Fatal Fury 2. There's a giant wrestler named Big Bear, and this is his track. Regardless of the track name, it's a really famous hard rock song, so please give it a listen. The original song was called Yusha Raiden. There's that masked wrestler. Big Bear is his true identity. He's called Raiden.
Terry is so combo heavy. I don't know how
Jump.
I'm supposed to fight him.
I'm beginning to find the intensity quite tough. Round 4. The whole atmosphere is a little different than how it's been up until now, right? We've been to arena-style flat stages, but suddenly we're at a battlefield form stage. Oh, there's an item.
He fucking
There's an
broke
arcade game
Pit's
series called
shield.
And this stage uses that as a motif. Oh, he's metal. Now that I'm thinking about it, I suppose both Lady Palutena and the Athena games were possibly an homage to the Athena of Greek mythology. Plus, I wanted to do something where two characters who are similar or have similar abilities are together. It's a nice Kyokugenryu team. If I let my guard down, I'll easily be defeated, so I need to pay attention. Not bad, you.
I wonder if Sakurai actually will hit 9.9.
By the way, you can use moves like crack shoot to aim for overhead platforms, so they have some utility to them.
Jesus. I'm so glad that power
Picture
dunk
check.
doesn't actually
That was
spike
close.
you. If he did,
Looks
if
like
it
that
spiked,
fire
that
bar
totally
didn't
would have
work out
killed
for him.
Palutena just now.
It's getting brutal. The intensity.
Oh
is
my
close to 80.
god, Terry fighting Sonic, Mega
say the
Man, and
opposing team is
Pac-Man.
comprised of heroes from
What
different
game is
Sonic
this?
and Terry are on the stage. Actually, Sonic and Terry were both created in '91, so they're the same age. And the next year, in '92, Kirby was born. Everyone's getting old,
Everyone's getting old.
but they're still on active duty.
Nah. As long as you keep making games, I'll
You
still
know,
play
it's
'em.
easier to fight on sloped ground. When using crack shoot, it's especially easy going uphill. Yikes. It's too soon to be taking this much damage. I started out with 150 HP, so I feel like I'm losing. Next, Mega Man. He was born in '87. The first Street Fighter came out in '87 as well, so that makes Ryu the same age. That was bad.
Oh, I didn't realize that Street Fighter came out at the same time as Mega Man.
Don't go off screen. Ah, he went off. I'm sorry. And now, Pac-Man from 1980 is here. Of course, this character was made by Bandai Namco Studios, but when I talk to their team, I'll call him your company's character. They always come back saying, oh yeah, our company's character.
The Namco forgets they
I
created
often have these kinds
Pac-Man.
of exchanges with them. Oh, that was close. But I won't give in until the very end.
Come on,
I
Sakurai,
got
you're in
super
go
special
mode. There you
How
go.
was that?
Nice.
Not enough? I see.
Wait, this is stamina mode.
Well, how about now?
What is the crazy knockback on? Do you guys see the crazy knockback in
It's
go
bad to
mode?
keep
That's
using the same
insane.
move. Seriously.
Jesus Christ, Sakurai!
Next, you could call this Team Darkness. With the track Soy Sauce for Geese playing on the rooftop, it's got the aura of a final showdown.
This would probably be
not
where
good.
Geese gets thrown off a building.
Up next is Ganondorf. I don't want to get hit by him, not even once. He's huge. Yikes. You can't take things lightly in moments like this one.
I feel like Terry's going to be one of those characters that the technical
That was a bad
players are
move.
going to love.
Alright, can I do this without getting hit? Now for a scary one, Bayonetta.
Maybe in Smash 4 she'd
I'm
be
giving this
scary,
everything
not in
I've
this
got.
game. Oh
that
god,
was
Sakurai,
dangerous.
please don't Nesty.
Pulling off that midair jump was risky. Uh-oh.
Stop King Witch
So
Time!
good. That was a beautiful move. But she couldn't take advantage of that opportunity.
Oh,
That's
nice
hostile.
power wave catch on the roll. That's nice. And of course he taunts. God, Sakurai, stop being...
Time for the final battle. It's not Master Hand, but Ryu, Ken, and then Terry. Art of Fighting version 230000000.0 is playing. In other words, it's kind of a themed fight. He's super strong, so I have to work hard. I'm not pacing this out very well.
Freaking Bandai
I'm starting
Namco
from
making
150
Capcom versus
HP, so I
SNK.
wish I defeated Ryu before my
Wait, no, that
HP
was already a
dropped to
game.
100.
This is the sequel to that. There you
But
go.
I can't give up until the end. I have a super special move. But Terry is last, so he can use the same super special move. But this is no time for chit chat. It's really tough doing this while talking. Oh no! This is no good. Got it!
Man, seeing
gets even tougher
Sakurai
from here.
really get into playing a fighting game, it's awesome. I love it. Especially
I messed
since
up a
how...
perfect shield.
Especially since it was an S8 SNK game that inspired Smash to
Here he
begin with.
comes. I gotta be on guard.
Oh! Nice catch!
Yeah, but with a power wave?
Oh, Sakurai's feeling bad!
If I could have pulled off a super special move, that would have been awesome.
Oh,
But-
Sakurai.
Alright, did I make it to intensity 9.9?
Yeah!
That was hard work.
Nice job, Sakurai.
Terry Bogard is really fun to play as, so I hope you enjoy playing as him in such situations.
I'm very excited. I need to research the video once this is over.
Next, let's talk about the music. This time we have something very special lined up for you. For instance, when we were deciding which songs to include in this set, we thought about concentrating on songs related to Terry, but there were a lot of big band style songs that didn't really fit the mood of battle. That aside, the music of SNK has always been great, right from the beginning. So this time, we selected tracks that could be called SNK style.
Oh!
Basically, we expanded the selection a bit to include series outside of just Fatal Fury and the King of Fighters. SNK songs have always been great, really. This was
Metal
true
Slug?
before Neo Geo, and all the way from the old The King of Fighters games to the arrangements in the latest installment, The King of Fighters 14.
Can we get some Metal Slug songs?
We did a lot of digging around, and finally managed to narrow our many candidates down to 50 songs.
50! What? What?
We never intended to do something like this, of course.
What?
So we submitted our 50 proposals to SNK, expecting them to pick out maybe 10 or 20 that they considered acceptable. But they told us they were okay. As a result, we've pretty much added
What
in 50
the
songs.
fuck, Sakurai?
Have a look at the list.
Okay.
That's how we ended up with the list we have, but we worked
Jesus
hard to deliver
freaking
some of the
Christ!
best remixes.
50 songs!
This was a very special one-off case, and I don't think we'll be able to do the same for other series. To be honest, I think that being able to hear such a selection might
Samurai
make the
Show
Fighters
Metal
Pack worth
Slug!
quite a
Yes!
bit more than its price. I do hope you'll enjoy it. Challenger Pack 4 comes with a Spirit Board too. The Spirit Board can be selected via the Spirits menu. Have a look at the background. If it looks familiar to you, you'll start feeling pretty nostalgic.
Oh my god.
Shinkiro-san's artwork is always so nice and vibrant, isn't it? You can also look forward to mock tournaments featuring each of the characters. That old school Athena and Ralph and Clark artwork really is something. Now for the Mii Fighters. Please have a look.
Oh boy, here we go. Time for Mii's, everybody. Let's see what you got this time. It's probably going to be another meme thing like with Sans, I'm sure. Samurai Showdown. Oh, hey! Oh, wow, that's a pretty cool Rio Mii costume. Actually, someone probably will use that to make a Goku costume, I'm sure. Ooh, Yori. Oh, more virtual. Oh, dude, we got the Virtual Fighter Mii costumes back. That's awesome. Yeah, they brought him back from Smash 4. That's great. Oh, is that it? Yep, that's it. All right. Just put in all the fighting game characters while you're at it. Why not?
SNK was also involved with the Mii Fighter set this time, so it has a strong fighting game influence. It borrows a lot from the series Nakoruru comes from, like her wind slash attack, so I hope you'll enjoy those little details. Moving on to Amiibo, here's the new lineup.
Alright.
Simon, Chrom, and Incineroar. Each of these will be
I already
released
have
on
those
Friday,
pre-ordered,
November
so they're
15th.
going to be coming to me soon enough. What's with the update?
Next, let's discuss the details of the update. We've made some improvements to battle arenas.
Oh, change!
First, we're making it so you can send messages to each other in a battle arena.
Okay.
The messages are preset. So there's that, and also the player who created the arena can now change the rules.
Yes! I wanted this
We've
for
also
so
added the
long!
option to play
Yes!
either Battlefield
We don't
form
have to
or Omega
re-rank
form
rooms
at random
anymore!
in the
Yes!
same setting.
Yes! Thank you!
Aside from that, you can now pick Elite only as an arena type. Furthermore, Quick Play won't be the only way to play with people you don't know. As long as the arena type is set to public and no password is set, we've made it so anyone is now free to join. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Terry is due for distribution on November 6th.
Like, it didn't
If you
fix
have
the
the Fighter's
whole
Pass,
line
you'll be
issue
able to
I
get them
have, but
straight
that
away,
helps a
or you can
lot for
purchase
the
them
arena.
separately.
I am happy for this.
Well, I think that wraps it up for our Terry Bogard showcase. I hope we were able to convey his appeal.
You definitely
By
made
the way,
him seem
his
fun.
reveal trailer was aired in advance. It was created using SNK pixel art. The complete version of it, including the gameplay portion, is finally ready. I'd like to show it to you after this.
Oh, let's see the full reveal trailer now.
Now this is something of an inside story, but I of course wrote the plot for SNK's pixel art packed reveal trailer. When the invitation comes out, you might recall how it says, "Don't be late, S." That is not what I wrote. It makes me think, ugh, this is why I hate inside jokes. After leaving it to the staff, it snuck its way in there.
Oh my god.
I just want you to know that the S is also the Super Smash Bros. Series S. Well then, let's move on to the intro movie.
Smash S, not Sakurai S. But still, I like to pretend it's Sakurai S. I'm curious what the gameplay portion of the trailer is going to look like. This trailer is still a really creative trailer. I know a lot of fighting game fans who say this is one of the best fighting game character reveals they ever seen.
Cover!
Terry stole Wario's lunch.
Hey, come on, come on.
Oh my god, Kirby looks so adorable! That is honestly one of the best Final Smashes in the game.
Terry, win! Okay!
That's a great trailer. I think that's it.
We crammed in a little too much content this time. Hopefully, I'll be able to make future showcases a little shorter.
It's okay, Sakurai. You did good. This was good. All right. And that was Terry. Oh god, I'm going to have to do a lot of research if I ever want to learn how to play him. I don't think he's going to be one of my mains or anything like that, but I definitely want to at least try learning him. This was good. And now I need to go set out on my journey to find the balance patch notes for version 6.0. So we're going to call it here. Thank you all for joining me for today. It was, I mostly didn't say all that much, mostly because I want to learn about how Terry played, but yeah. I might actually go to bed though, because I literally did not sleep last night, and that is bad for your health, boys and girls. Go to bed. Be good. And don't look up my Shiranui Rule 634 or 6. I can't remember the number right now. I'm gonna go to bed. Rip my, pretty much, Gaddy. All right, I'm gonna call it here. Have a good night, everybody. Well, good night for me. Everybody else have a good day. See you guys.